My name is Gabriel Callsen. I'm responsible for fintech in the international debt capital markets at ICMA, and I've been leading the CDM project for repo and bonds for ICMA. I'm pleased to speak today about the CDM for repo and bonds following the completion of the first phase in July. I will touch upon, again, the benefits of the CDM, but importantly, how to access the CDM for repo and bonds, the resources that we have made available, as well as the key takeaways from the results of ICMA's CDM survey to the ERCC. As a reminder, the CDM is a digital standard for trade processing. Implementation of the CDM is expected to generate industry-wide efficiency gains by facilitating interoperability across firms and platforms, reducing the need for manual intervention and automating workflows, but also laying a foundation for innovative applications that rely on standardization, such as distributed ledgers. Importantly, the CDM is a cross-industry initiative between ICMA, ISDA, and ISLA, and builds on industry consensus. Within the first phase of the CDM for repo and bonds, we have modeled a repo transaction from execution to clearing and settlement, as well as a bond transaction, and the key data points required for settlement. The CDM for repo and bonds is available to ICMA member firms via the Rosetta portal. New users are required to register first, and existing users can use their CDM credentials to log in. Then, users are required to contact ICMA to be granted access. Once access has been granted, you will need to log off and back in to see the CDM for repo and bond workspace. It is worth noting that ICMA intends to merge in due course the CDM for repo and bonds with the open source CDM for derivatives and securities lending developed by ISDA and ISLA. To use the CDM and understand its functionalities, we have made available a number of resources. On our website, you will find demos of the CDM from the showcase event that was held in July, including a demo that provides an insight into how the CDM automates workflows and streamlines processes, the CDM in action recording, but also an introduction by Regnosis to Rosetta, which is aimed at data modelers and IT specialists and provides an overview of the Rosetta environment and functionalities. On our website, you will also find two fact sheets, one that provides an overview at a glance and another fact sheet for implementation that will answer the main questions that implementers will have. Following completion of phase 1 of the CDM project for repo and bonds, ICMA conducted a survey amongst the ERCC community from mid-August until end of September. The purpose was to gather members' views on potential next steps, understand their priorities, and considerations for implementation of the CDM. 19 organizations took part in the survey, reflecting the ERCC's broad and diverse membership, and I would like to thank those firms who took the time to share their views, which will shape this initiative going forward. We asked members about their priorities in relation to future development of the CDM. A majority indicated that transaction management is a priority for them, modeling an unambiguous representation of lifecycle events and processes, in particular settlement, but also confirmations and affirmations, and fails management. The second priority is repo structures, extending the representation to floating rate repos, open repos, or evergreens, for example. The third priority is collateral management, modeling unambiguous representations of collateral-focused processes, such as collateral income payment, margin, and modeling of baskets. Then the other priorities, or lower priorities, were regulatory reporting, synonym mapping, and new applications in repo markets. An important consideration for the CDM are the IT budget allocations over a 5-year horizon. Members indicated that the biggest item and a key priority is regulatory reporting and compliance, according to more than 70% of respondents. The second priority, for 59%, is to develop new products and services. A more detailed summary will be shared with ERCC members in due course. ICMA is considering next steps from a repo perspective, but also from a broader bond market perspective. Based on the recently signed MOU, ICMA will continue to engage with ISDA and ISLA with a view to concluding CDM governance arrangements by 2022. Raising awareness on the CDM continues to be a priority to promote adoption, which is key to realizing cross-industry benefits. Thank you for listening. If you have any questions on the CDM or would like to learn more, please don't hesitate to get in touch.